All right, gang, what's going on? What's going on? We're riding solo here today. Borland's going to join us later in the week, maybe, as we see our guy having some technical difficulties. We're back, though. We're back. We get a busy one, too. I feel like there's a lot to sift through today. I just want to quickly shout out the old craft tool here. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. I feel like you guys probably all know it by now. But man, I have just been on a crafting heater, and I have to I think I owe most of that to the old tool here. Let me just show you what we've been cooking with lately. Let's do a quick refresh on this page. But we've had back-to-back Scooby-Doos. We got a School Craft 10 minutes ago. It's not even a real L. The only L that I took here was I ended up picking Edward Cabrera, where if I went one over, it was James Wood. We had Andujar. We crafted him too, whatever, that's fine. We had another Scooby. That was 6 hours ago. We had Kyle Tucker yesterday. Big Sal, Jose Altuve. We've had some crafting W's. Gunnar Henderson. Whoo, baby. We're cooking. We're cooking. This was like my first game week, I think, not winning that sweet, sweet cash. It wasn't a bad one. We had two streaks. We had two teams get to the streak. We finished 489th. We had 815th. We had a 252nd here. This was my best one with Glasnow, Duran, Otani, Contreras, Acuna, Baldwin, and Matty Olson. And then in the streaks, we put up 207 and 179. So that's kind of what we were working with this game week. Yeah, we did pick up O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz feels like O'Neal and Aaron Judge. Those kind of feel like the two we're going to have to play this game week. I'm not really sure if there's any way around it. Let's do what we normally do. Let's go through the old MLB hitter matchup over on the fantasy. What is it? The Fantasy Pros. All right. How does this look for you guys? All right. Let's start at the top. We got quite a few teams with 4 games this game week. So why don't we start by just doing the 4 gamers this series? So we have the Athletics. The Athletics are at home against the Tejas Rangers. So that means the A's and the Rangers both. Little ballpark upgrade for bombs. You got Eovaldi, you have Mackenzie Gore, Rocker, and Leiter. So it's not the best of matchups here for the A's. Rooker, I don't know if Rooker has continued to miss time here. Let me see. Is he on the IRIL, whatever we're calling it here? What about we got for the Athletics? Yeah, it looks like Rooker is set to miss a little bit of time here. But so for the lefties against the righties, right, you've got Kurtz and you've got Soderstrom and Lawrence Butler. Soderstrom finally woke up with a couple ding-dongers, right? So he gets 3 righties of the matchups, which is good. And then 1 lefty and Mackenzie Gore, which favor Bangaliers a little bit. But Bangaliers is off to a pretty solid start, too. I think the A's are fine. They're going to fall probably below my priority. Like, those aren't going to be the guys that I'm focusing on. But I do think they could be a more contrarian of all the 4 gamers, because as you're going to see, I think we're going to have a lot of the similar builds here from teams. You have we've got the Texas Rangers are on the other side, right? And they get Severino, Springs, Ginn, and Lopez. Much better matchup here in this pitching environment. The Rangers Let's see, what is that? That is 1, 2, 3. So 2 righties and 2 lefties. So I don't know. On the righty side, you've got Sager and Nimmo against the righties, right? Wyatt Langford is questionable. He has, he did play the last game. He sat, when's the last time? He's last played on the 10th, so he's missed a couple of days now. He's got right quadricep tightness, so we'll have to wait and see there. But you can definitely get, what's really nice is the ballpark upgrade. So I think Sager bombs, could be some Sager bombs, and Nimmo. I think those are pretty fun. Bino, a sneaky play. Bino, who's that? Bino, is that the albino? Who are we talking about? Avoid Wyatt. Yeah, we're not playing Wyatt. I do like the Nimmo and the Sager bombs call. I do like. I do like this ballpark quite a bit, right? We saw the Houston Athletics series. We saw a lot of fireworks there. It didn't matter who was on the mound pitching. So I do think attacking this spot makes a ton of sense. Again, I don't think I'll force it into every lineup. It probably won't be in my main lineup, but one of my 3 champions, I think, will have some very athletic men, and then also some Rangers. I think that's the direction I'm going to go. Okay, let's go to the next 4-gamer here. We'll scroll down to the Baltimore Orioles, who get Ryan Nelson of Arizona, followed by Merrick Kelly, then Soraka, and Messick. And Messick, who is off to like a pretty hot start there for the Guardians in that 4th game. O's have been like kind of all over the place, offensively speaking, but obviously Gunnar is in a really good spot. How many righties are they facing here, Ryan? 3 righties and a lefty, so good spot for him. Taylor Ward, too, I think is kind of fun. And maybe even if you wanted to get sneaky with it, Colton Cowser, who's off to a pretty slow start, though, so I wouldn't go force any of that. This might just be an Orioles one-off. I'm not, like, jacked to fire in the O's, but I don't hate it. On the other side, Arizona does not have 4 games, so we'll just continue to move on. Well, we'll talk about Arizona while we're here since they're playing. They get the lefty and Rogers, the righty and Bradish, and Baz. And then Baz, again, is somebody who's so hard to project because, like, strikeout stuff is elite, but then obviously gets blown up a little bit. I don't hate this, though. Corbin, Marte, and Perdomo. But again, I think I'm going to be focusing more on the 4-game stuff. So this is going to be an afterthought, maybe more for missions than anything else. Although Jump Shooty's saying, hey, temperature's coming up. Temperature's up. So maybe we should be forcing them in. I don't know. What's your lean on that, Jump Shooter? Are you playing any of these guys that only have 3 games? Let's go back to another 4-gamer. We get the Guardians. The Guards, really good matchup here in Liberatore, the lefty, McGreevy, the righty, May, the righty, and Bassett, the righty. I'm not super scared, man, of any of these cards. I know, like, the ranks aren't, like, too gas canny. They get Povich in that 5th game. That's where it really starts to light up. But I think all of these guys are beatable. Bassett's obviously a solid pitcher. But I know May had some success against the Red Sox this past week, but I'm not really concerned about that. I do think this is a fun spot to attack, and it's just kind of easy to do it too, where you just go get J-Ram, go get Chase. If you want to do Kwandong, even how many lefties are they facing? Actually, that's worth noting. How many lefties in this? Only one lefty. I was gonna start spouting off some Rhys Hoskins takes, but yeah, Angel Martinez. I don't know. I think he can get to some guards. J-Ram is a pretty fun one. Though. All right, next 4-gamer, the Astros. They have George Kirby in the first. This is like the final game of the 4-game set with the Seattle Mariners. Obviously not a fun spot, but then they host Lorenzen, Dollander, and Tagano. Pretty tough ranks there. So I think for the Astros, this is a fun spot to attack. Yordan Alvarez. I mean, I guess with going against Kirby, do you just count this as like 3.5 games going against Kirby? Like, or the Colorado Rockies pitcher is so bad that it actually counts as more than that. Like, does that even it out? The one thing we could say, though, is the Astros kind of shut down Houston, right? In Coors Field a little bit. So maybe the matchup isn't as sexy as we thought. Remember, Taylor was telling us that the Rockies pitching staff actually not that bad. I don't know. It might just be Yordan and we move on. Jeremy Pena just went to the IR, I believe, for 10 days. So they're going to be without him. That should shore up some of the Paredes stuff. Altuve will be out there. I don't know if you want to go old with Correa, but I think it might just be Yordan. This actually might be less of a stack week for me as I'm going through this, and maybe just we play the best plays one-offs here. Next up, we've got the Angels. They are starting a 4-game series against the Skanks. Angels offense, like pretty alive. They had a good weekend in Cincinnati. This series, they get Warren, Weathers, Gill, and Max Fried there at the end. That's not that fun. We also saw Mike Trout, maybe the unluckiest player of all time. Where did he take a ball off the dome? But he was back in the lineup. You got Trout, Neto, Jorge Soler. You've got Joe. I'm going to catch the ball in the outfield. Adele, Nolan Schanuel, Yon Makata. I don't know. This might just be a Trout Neto situation. I don't know if anybody again, the Max Fried thing at the end kind of sucks. So not excited to like Max Fried is a good pitcher. But again, at Yankees, the weather is getting warm and humid here. Wind is out, I believe. I'll actually check the weather stuff or like the today's weather anyways. But I don't know. The Angels might fall a little bit further on the bottom end of the stick here or further down on my list of guys I want to jam in for the 4-gamer. But on the Yankees side, I mean, this might be the stack of all stacks, right? You get 2 lefties, which, Judge will hit lefties and righties, but this is kind of a bump for Giancarlo Stanton, right? Or Mike Stanton, as the real ones remember from the Marlins. They get Kukuch, Detmers, Kokonowitz, and Klassen here at home. Jazzy Jeff and Cody Belly Boy have both been struggling a bit. Ben Rice has been pretty hot, but again, maybe they let Rice play like Grisham. I almost wish they were getting all lefties or all righties, so it'd be a little bit easier to judge to judge the lineup. But I think it is just Judge and Stanton. I think that's what I would do. Stanton's a little risky, but whatever. I might just YOLO. But Judge is probably Judge and Yordan. Maybe my first 2 clicks. They might be my first 2 clicks. And then O'Neill Cruz, which we're going to get to the Pity Pirates. Let's actually do the Pirates next. Also, if I'm missing plays while I'm going over these 4-gamers that you're excited about, please feel free to fire them in the chat. Okay, so the Pirates, man. They get Cavalli, Mikolas, Irvin, and Griffin. The Pirates are a fun stack that I don't think outside of O'Neill Cruz are people going to be excited about. Brandon Lau. Wait, how many righties are they getting? 1, 2, 3 out of 4 righties. Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau off a double dong day yesterday. Shout out for those that don't believe in the win games in Chicago. I don't know if you were watching any of that Cubs-Pirates games. They were just hitting little dinky fly balls that would catch the jet stream and then just fly. Brandon Lau's first home run, I think it was a grand slam, was truly a pop-up that just carried. But anyways, I really like Lau, really like O'Neill Cruz. O'Hearn, as I saw Jump Shooty pointed out, that's fine too. Connor Griffin's still hitting at the bottom of the order, hasn't really Frya yet. And then Brian Reynolds, man. Reynolds is always a fun click. I like Brian Reynolds. Okay, let's keep going. Never Ozuna. How about that? Never Ozuna. So let's see. The Natties also play 4 games. So James Wood, who I could have gotten, would have been fun. But they're getting Skeens, Keller, Melansky, and Ashcraft. Ashcraft, solid pitcher. Skeens, obviously, stud. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to pass here. I kind of like Pittsburgh right now. I'm passing. Pass. The Mariners here. So they get Burrows tonight. What has Burrows done in his first 2 outings? Burrows has, they're not on the main slate. So Burrows in the first game, and then they get the San Diego Padres and Kang, Vasquez and Buehler. Man, I don't really love any of this, right? Vasquez has pitched okay out the gate. Buehler, I know, again, the Red Sox making everybody look kind of good, so I don't know. Which one would you prefer, Christian Walker and Cruz or Kurtz and Belly Christian Walker? I think I want Cruz. I want Cruz for sure. So Cruz in one of those, whichever one goes with Cruz, I think that's the one I'm taking. I think Cruz is one of my favorite plays. All right, let's keep moving. Here. Yeah, but Seattle, I don't know. This again, Cal Raleigh, sure. J-Rod if you want. Sure, but it's not my faves. Let's do these 3 gamers now that I missed out on, which I think is going to be used more for pitching, if I'm being honest. You get the Braves, who've been on fire. They're at home. They get Paddock, Meyer, and Perez. As Jump Shooter pointed out, you could go to Acuna if you wanted. If you think they're going to put up 9 runs every game. Matty Olson, too, in a good spot against lefties. I feel like Albies has more power from the left side as well. Drake Baldwin has been just cranking dongs, so that's pretty good. But I don't think I'm forcing any of the Braves just because of the 3 game. The Bo Shocks are in Minnesota. Borland, can we get a weather check in there? What Lublo said we're talking about weather concerns there with the guards. You jumping in with J-Ram with these weather concerns? Interesting. I haven't checked the weather yet. Okay, Sox get Bailey Ober, Abel, and then Richardson over there. Listen, I love my Red Sox. Fucking pass, bro. Pass. They are so frustrating, man. That offense is tilting. It's woken up a couple of times this weekend. Roman Anthony's off to a slow start. Cubbies head to the Philadelphia Phillies. They get the Sanchez, Nola, Luzardo. Feel like all of these are pitching options, like that the games are in Philly and not in Chicago. That's fine. I don't think I'm forcing it. I'm not playing any Cubs. 3 games, brutal matchup. Same thing with the White Sox. They get Matz and Boyle, which you're not like terrified of. McClanahan. It's they're at home. Would have liked this more if they were in Tampa. But again, 3 games. Like if you want to fuck around with Colson Montgomery, go for it. But I don't know. I think I'm okay. The Reds here. We are staying at home. They get Robbie Ray, always capable of just getting shelled. Male and only 3 games, which is kind of a bummer. But again, the Great American Small Park can always help you out by letting up a bunch of bombs. So you could definitely do the Ellie, the Sal. The Reds seem to be like, I mean, again, we saw the Angels just absolutely go nuts in there this weekend. So you can do that. We already did the Guardians. The Rockies get Javier. Ime just hit the IR, so he's not going to be pitching in this spot. I don't know who they're going to throw in his stead. And then McCullers. I don't think I want to do Colorado with only 3 games. I think we can just cross them off. The Royals. Cole Reagan's left his last start. Did we get an update on his health? Is Reagan's good to go? I know he left his last start early, but they got him scheduled here. So it'd be Reagan's, Lugo, and Bubich. Tigers, their bats woke up. Even with the weather supposedly like terrible for offensive performances, they had no problem lighting up Sandy Alcantara yesterday. So Kerry Bonds, Carpenter, Riley Green, Javi Baez. Who are they throwing at him? Lefty, righty, lefty. So 2 lefties, not as fun for Kerry Bonds or Riley Green. I'm okay. So much of my offense is going to be focused on these 4 gamers, so I'm not really concerned about it. Valdez, Flaherty, and Montero are going up against the Kansas City Royals. Saw a crazy stat today that Bobby Witt has gotten on base 28 times. I think it was 28 times in 16 games. He's leading the league in stolen bases, or has an insane amount of stolen bases, and has only touched home plate once. Isn't that nuts? What the hell? Anyways, I'm not playing the Royals. No, only 3 games. We talked about the Angels. You get the Doyers. Doyers are a team you can always play. They are at home. Also, did you guys see our boy Greg Dunbar yesterday? Did you guys see our boy G Dunn? I have my phone in the other room. Otherwise, I would have pulled it up. G Dunn had a home run ball land right next to him. Missed it. Did not protect his wife and child. Let them go. Went for the ball. But G Dunn was at the Dodgers game. I don't remember which bomb it was, but I think it was in right center-ish. But anyways, Doyers, they get Peterson, the lefty, McClain, the righty, and Holmes, the righty. Again, this is not like my favorite spot. I think those are all solid, capable Mets pitchers. However, it is the Dodgers. They can put up a lot of crooked numbers. So I think whatever, you want to do it. It's hard not to play your Otanis and whatever. Miami, Grant Holmes, Ronaldo Lopez, and Bryce Elder. Those are the 3 you're getting. Miami's they've been fun, but again, 3 games, it's hard to get there. The Brew Crew are going up against Gausman, Cease, and Corbin. Again, right? Like, I don't know. You guys make the case for me on 3 gamers. I know that Jump Shoot said Acuna, but I think we have enough guys going multiple, like 4 times, that it's in like good spots, that it's really hard to justify the 3 gamers, unless you're just assuming those guys are going to miss a game, right? That would be the other case. The Twinkies, they get Crochet, Gray, and Early. I don't think you can do it. I mean, if you want to make a case for Buxton, who's a good left-handed hitter, I know one of them is Crochet, so it's not great, but if you get a hold of a fastball, yowzas. You've got Buxton. Jeffers, also somebody who can hit the lefty pretty well, and you're getting 2 shots at him. Sure. Mets are getting Wroblewski, Yamamoto, and woke up in a new Ohtani. No, pass for me on the Mets, especially until they get Soto back. We already did the Skanks. The Phillies get the Cubbies, Assad, Ray, and Imanaga. They're at home. I don't know. Schwarber can always hit 3 in a game, right? I don't think so. And then the Dads get Wu, Hancock, Castillo. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Giants get Singer, Louder, Burns. Now, if you want to make a case for the Giants, they're at least a huge park upgrade. Devers going deep, baby. Maybe we get some Devers bombs. 3 righties. Who do they have another lefty? I mean, a right killer there. Who am I? I'm confusing. Willie Adames, maybe? No. Anyways, Mariners, we talked about. Cards get Gavin Williams, Cantillo, Ciccone. I feel like you could make a case to pitch Gavin Williams this weekend. No, do you guys? We should figure out our pitching ranks there. And then the last one, we get the Blue Jays, who get Misarowski, Patrick, and Sprout. George Springer also hit the DL, so IL, excuse me. So he's going to be out for a little bit. So I guess Skeens and Crochet are the two insta clicks, right? If you're pitching, Skeens against the Nationals, Crochet. I mean, the Twins have been playing well, but Crochet against the Twins, I think those are your first 2 clicks. Misarowski probably in play, although I don't really love it against the Blue Jays, who's not a high strikeout team. King against the Mariners, definitely some risk there, but King can also rack up the Ks. Gavin Williams, I just mentioned. Brian Wu Manchu is pretty fun, although we don't love the matchup against the Dads. Let's see, who else are we missing? Yamamoto, can we go to Yoshi? Or even Otani? Otani's against the Mets, I don't know if we love it. Crochet, though, that's going to be my main guy. Who else are we missing here? Fromber, can we throw Valdez? Kirby against the Astros with no Pena. I don't know. Do the Astros strike out a lot? Reagan, I wouldn't hate if you think he's healthy. Sanchez. I actually might be throwing Sanchez. Sanchez throws tonight. That's pretty fun. Sanchez is pretty good. Luzardo. There we go. Who am I missing? What other starters am I missing? Let me know in the chat. Next thing I wanted to do is check out the Kevin Roth thing that I was telling you about. We'll do that. See if there's any good weather spots that we need to take a look at. And this is, again, we're going to be looking at mostly home runny things. We'll do mostly home run things. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, this is mostly for home runs and offense. And again, this is just looking at tonight. So I know you were saying that Cleveland situation doesn't look awesome. That's good to know. So for tonight, Rothy is saying we bet the under on the Houston-Seattle game. Over on the Arizona-Baltimore game. There you go. Jump shoot. You heard it here first. Gunner's going in the main lineup. Telling you that right now. Gunner likes the over there. Cubs and Phillies. All right, we're definitely throwing Sanchez tonight. Washington and Pitt. A little bit of a weather boost there. That's good for O'Neal Cruz. Yeah. Oh, man, they love this one. They love Yanks and Angels. That's pretty fun. Miami and Atlanta's fine. Don't love Boston. Okay, so Crochet definitely going in there. All right, let's I'm gonna start building some lineups. If you guys have other questions and shit you want to throw in there, let me know. Put it in the chat. And we can get there. Crochet's having a bad weather today. Yeah, is it bad weather cold, or is it bad weather it's raining and the game's gonna get canceled? Because there's a big difference. Let me go check out the other thing with Roth that he usually does. I forget who he does it with. Is it the Prop Finder app maybe? Yeah, let's see. Okay, so all right, let me share this screen. This was a free one, so I don't mind sharing this and leaving this up here for a sec. Okay. So he doesn't have that game for concern here. So it looks like we've got green, chance for a delay in Washington, Pittsburgh. Orange. Oh, some absolutely monster storms blow up just south of Minnesota. Maybe they managed to stay just a few miles south and the game is mostly fine. Maybe they creep a few miles north and the game is toast. First, we'll see if they plan to play or if they PPD it early. Then we'll figure it out if they can. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, the other thing you could do, man, Crochet, there's not a lot of aces, right, with no Scooble, no Sale, not a lot of big. I mean, you just hope the game does get canceled. The only way this is a problem, right, is if they play and it's delayed. But if they just cancel the game, he pitches tomorrow, right? So maybe what we'll do is we'll throw Crochet in my second lineup. I think that we'll lead with Sanchez because I do think we have a Sanchez. All right, let's start building. let's win this thing. Let's win this thing for the second time. The second time. Are we? What's first place is 1,000. So we're done. We're done with the double prizes. R.I.P. We barely knew you. Okay. So we're going to let's just do this. So it's got we're just gonna throw Sanchez here. We're gonna throw Sanchez. And then for our relievers, what are we looking at? We got Chapman with 3 games. We got Pagan with 3 games. Do we have any of our big hitters with 4? I think Munoz did not throw yesterday. How are we feeling? Who are you prioritizing reliever-wise? So we have Chapman, who Chapman hasn't pitched in forever. So again, you're screwed. Although I don't know if they had neither of those teams are playing 4 games this game week, so maybe they make it up. Do we just go Munoz? The only thing that sucks is he's pitched twice in the last 3 nights. Don't love that, but that's probably the safest. We also have Okert here, but no, we'll just go Munoz. Okay. All right, I mentioned we need to. So Astros project really well. Look at Matty Olson with the 29. I wanted to get in. Who are the 3 guys that I wanted to get in? First, let's start with our middle infielder, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna get Gunnar in there. We're gonna throw Judge in our flex spot. We're gonna throw Judge in the flex. So we got Judge right there. Wow, Judge projecting for 54 is nuts. We're gonna throw Gunnar there. Let's go in the outfield next. Let's throw Cruz. We're gonna throw let's throw Alvarez there. We'll throw Cruz here. And that's what I mean. Like normally I'm I'm a stack king, stack god, the stack artist, right? But I think what we do here is just play wait, Jordan is is he just a middle infielder? Is he just a corner? Jordan's just a corner infielder in last season, but not this season, right? Because if that's the case, I want to play Jordan there. All right. So, that's weird. Okay. All right. So let's go back to this. Alvarez, what do you guys think about here? Do you think we just go? So here are big options. So we got Walker from the Astros. We could do a 2-man Astros stack. It basically comes down to Walker or Giancarlo Stanton. Who do you guys like more, Walker or Stanton? Because otherwise, this lineup is fire. I'm not going to lie. This lineup is fire. I think, the thing, what I like about Walker is I feel like Walker still has a chance to get like 28 fantasy points. I feel like Stanton is going to get either 60 or 0. You know what I mean? He's like 0 for 4 with 4 Ks, or he's 1 for 4 with 3 Ks and a 3-run home run, you know? But we did like the matchups. Yeah, I think we go Stanton. I hate that I'm clicking Yanks, those freaking skanks. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to go Stanton, all right, Sanchez and Munoz with Gunnar, Jordan, Cruz, Stanton, and Judge. Bang. All right, that's going to be lineup 1. I don't really love my lineup options. Now, this Crochet thing, I think we are going to throw Crochet in this one here. I mean, I guess we do have Yoshi. We do have Yoshi available. If we look at some Kirby, who goes tonight. Anybody else that's exciting? Not really. All those Scooby-Doos we can't use. We're going to throw Crochet and throw in Chapman in this one. We're just going to do it. All right. So next up, we can do maybe some more Astros in this one. We've got our 4 gamers left. We have Walker. We also have Nick Kurtz. Let's do some athletics. I was saying that I like the athletics here. Let's do some of that. I think what we're going to do for our flex is our other Jordan. I think we'll get him in there. Now let's go back to this. Let's go. All right. So we have Drake Baldwin. You know, I love Drake Baldwin. I'm a believer. Bobby Witt. I think we go Bang Aliers. Bang Aliers. Bang, bang, Aliers. Yeah, let's do it. That's fun. And then we could just do Altuve if we wanted. We also have Kyle Tucker with 3 games. We have there's Soderbaum and Butler. We like the lefties. You got Acuna. We got Tatis. I don't think we're doing Tatis. Roman Anthony, you bum. J-Rod with 4 games. What's your favorite there? Let's keep the athletics. Fuck it. Let's keep the athletic stack alive. Let's keep it alive, and then we're going to throw Altuve in there next. Come on. This is fun. Little 2-man Astros, 3-man A's, huh? I like it. Let's do it. Turang and William Contreras we've got, or Albies and Austin Riley. I low key like the Braves. I like the Braves a little bit more. I like Al. I think Albies is going to go yard. Consigliere said I have not unsealed any of my cards. Should I unseal them just in case I get a special card? I honestly, Consigliere, that might be for the chat. I think you should probably unseal them at this point, but I don't know. All right, let's lock this one in here. Let's lock this one in. All right. I don't really love what we got left here. This is showing you I don't have a lot of good options. I feel like I got to use, maybe we use Yoshi for this one. If I don't use Yoshi, right, I can throw Sanchez in there. We could throw Sanchez in, and then maybe some Iglesias in this one, or Duran. Let's throw Duran in there. Now, if we do this, though, we have to go in season the rest of the way. We go Walker. People were liking Walker. We could throw, okay, do we have anybody else with 4 games? We get Zach Neto. We could throw Zach Neto in there. I do think I just want to prioritize 4 gamers because the guys in 3 games don't have like enough of an advantage that I'm really excited about. We could throw Altuve in there again, although I don't love him being in 2 lineups, but we have Altuve with 4. Max Muncy, not that one, but the other one. We got Chase. Oh, we could throw Chase with 4, but you guys are pretty concerned about the weather, right? We have Lawrence Butler. I don't think I want to do Lawrence Butler. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Would you do Chase with 4, Julio with 4, or Ronald Acuna with 3? Or Altuve with 4? Or Altuve with 4? Let me know in the chat. How do you feel? Like Chase with 4, Julio with 4, Altuve with 4, Ronald with 3. I'm probably going to have to use 2 of these guys anyway, or 3 of these guys, honestly, because we've already used our what's it called? Our classic card here. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do this. You know what we're going to do? Altuve. We're going to do Paredes. We're going to do a full Astro stack without Jordan, without him. And then maybe we throw Julio in here at the end. Because I don't mind their matchups. I don't mind Julio here. Julio! There we go. Bang. Bang. All right, our champs are in. Let's get into the streaks. Although now I'm nervous we're not going to get the streak going. As you were seeing, I was like pretty light. What's our next thing that we win here? 1,500 for our first lineup, 750 for additional lineups. Okay. Let's do this. We still got like 30 minutes or so. All right, same thing. Maybe the Yosh gets in here. Yeah, maybe Yosh. We'll lead with Yosh. What else do we have for relievers? We haven't used Iglesias yet, right? We can use Iglesias here. And then maybe, I don't know, should we throw our Brave stack up in this one, right? We throw some Matty O, maybe some Baldwin. Braves are in a really good spot. Like, I definitely think they could get there. We throw some, maybe some Acuna in there as well. Acuna Matata. Let's see what we got. There we go. Little Brave stack. I don't hate this. Let's find another guy with 4. Yelich with 3 games. Yelich is day to day. I missed that. You got Belly. We could go, you know what we could do is just Tucker and Ohtani. We could, right? Although I guess I can't use Ohtani there. I'd have to use Ohtani in the middle. Any other 4 gamers that I was missing? We haven't used Chase yet. Why don't we throw Chase in there since we can't? So it's easy to find. We could throw Chase in here. And then last but not least, and again, I know I keep scrolling for 4 guys who have 4 games. Like, you'd think I would have figured it out by now. Haven't used Bobby Wood Jr., but again, I don't really love the spot. Vladdy Daddy. Haven't really touched the Vlad Daddy. Mike Yastrzemski, huh? Yazzie kid? No, we don't want to do that. Running out of options here. Maybe we just do King Tuck. Wait, maybe just King Tuck here. Throw a little King Tuck. Yeah, I think we do this. Again, this is, I don't know if I'm not prioritizing this correctly, but all right, let's just fire it. Let's fire it in there. All right, let's do. We'll do one more, and then I'm gonna do the daily missions, and then I'll come back and finish these before lock. We'll throw Wu Manchu in this one. We'll throw Wu. What other in season? What other in season ones do I have that I could go to? Hoffman, sure, Jeffrey Hoffman. All right, maybe some Phillies, stacks here. We could throw in Brycey Baby. We throw Ellie in this one. How about Kyle? All right, we haven't used Otani yet. Let's use Otani for our non. There we go. And then let's throw Turner in there. Maybe Turner swipes like 45 bags, you know? Maybe he swipes just a ton of bags. A ton of bags! Yeah, we do got to reveal that Woo card. All right, let's go do the daily missions. Borland, how are we feeling about the weather tonight, huh? All right, here we go. Let's start with the strikeout artist in season. So we need some Ks here. So we do have Kirby. That's fun. I like when we have starters. We have Sanchez as well. That's also fun. We don't have Skeens or Cavalli. I don't think we have Perez or Holmes. We do have Crochet. I mean, if Crochet goes, that's sick as hell. Let's just see if there's anybody we could take. We have Gavin Williams against the Cardinals. Gavin Williams has strikeout. Would you rather have Kirby against the Astros or Gavin Williams against the Cardinals? Or should I not use Crochet? What do you guys think? I mean, I could just save Gavin Williams. Good. Possible hail. Let's go. Max Fried over Mitch Keller for sure. Faux show. At least I think. I don't know how you guys feel. I think. You don't. Why no Crochet? You really scared about the hail, huh? Really scared about the weather? All right. I'll throw Gavin in there. If we're playing it scared. I just think Crochet's a strikeout machine, you know? All right. We'll do it. Confirm. All right, let's go do patient. Well, no, what's the next one? What's the next most exciting? All right, yeah, I guess it is this one. Patient in. All right, we need some walks. Who's getting some walks tonight? Julio Rodriguez? No, probably not. Anybody from the? How about does Gunner? Can we get a Gunner walk? Let's get a Gunner walk against Ryan Nelson. How about Kyle Schwarber walk? Maybe a Bryce Harper walk. I like the matchup against Assad. How about O'Neal Cruz? Let's get Schwarber out of there. Let's do O'Neal Cruz. Anybody else? Acuna against Perez, Yuri Perez, Matt Olson. I don't even know who's good at walks. Whatever. Let's just confirm. All right. Next up. All right. Closer in season. Let's get so we need some Ks here. Munoz. Let's go. Munoz with Kirby on the mound. We got Duran with Sanchez on the mound. We have I guess people don't want to use Chapman, Tim Herron, and Iglesias. Let's do Iglesias. Who cares? All right, there we go. Any more in season? We have Thief in season now. Okay, this I like to do. Let's do Julio Rodriguez for this one. Anybody else that's super fast? Trey Turner. PCA, man, PCA's been, I don't know if PCA is just, you know what I'm saying? Zach Neto could swipe a bag. What about Acuna? Is Acuna swiping bags? Maybe Acuna swipes a bag. Sure. Okay, Workhorse Classic, 1821. All right, I'm using Crochet for this one, though. We can throw Wu in there. Oh, no, Wu's not pitching tonight. Why is that giving me Wu? Kirby's pitching tonight. Let's throw, we do have a Ryan Nelson. Let's throw Sanchez in there again. Well, I thought I had his classic schemes. I guess I did not. All right, we're using Crotchy Face. And then do I have another Gavin Williams? No, Gavin Williams, Matthew Liberatore, Evaldi, Severino, Peterson, Robleski. All right, so we do have to throw in, maybe we throw in Liberatore in this one. Bang. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Slap hitter. 1 single, 2 single, 3 singles. Julio Rodriguez feels like he's up for some singles tonight. Corbin Carroll, how about some singles? And then Is Alex Bregman? Alex Bregman. How about some singles? Singles night for Alex Bregman. Okay, then we do some saves again. I always end up doing this. I use the same guys like a bunch of times. Duran. And then, I don't know. Let's scroll all the way down here. Nope. Nope. Kate. Is Kate Smith closing? Let's do Chappies. Oh, no. Let's do a Glaze. Oh, we already used him. All right, let's use Chapman. Cool. There we go. Bang. Bang. Done. Done. Oh, man. We did it, boys and girls. 40 minutes of fun. I'm excited for like some normal time locks, you know? I'm just not in live before lock mode yet at 3 o'clock. I need to ease into it. Let me see if we got any lineups or anything like that. Let's see if we got any lineups. See if we got any lineups. I keep looking at Underdog MB. Okay, Joel Embiid expected to be out for the play-in tournament. Yes, we know that. All right, let's see. Any lineups? Okay, for the Cardinals. Cardinals are running somebody named. We can look at this together. We don't have to look at the Sorare thing. Let's look at this together. And then we're going to wrap up here in a few minutes. Okay, so I shared the wrong screen like a fish. Cubbies lock at 11 a.m. coming soon. Is that when? Is that like a holiday day? Why are they playing at 11? It's got to be a holiday. All right, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, over here. So we've got, look at these lineups, man. The Cardinals, Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson. How about Walker? Jordan Walker on fire. He's leading the league in dongs right now. Gorman, Wynn, Take Me to Church, Paez, and Scott the second. Okay, the Angels gave us a lineup too. We got Neto, Trout, Chanul, Soler, Moncada, Adele, Josh Lau, Ohop, and Adam Frazier still cooking. Parker Meadows concussion transferred to 60-day. Wow. Skanks gave us Goldilocks, Judge, Belly Boy, Stanton, Ahmed Rosario, Jazzy Jeff, Randall Grichuk, Caballero, and Austin Wells. The Braves gave us Acuna, Baldy Bald, Olson, Riley, Yazzie Jeff, Albies, Smith, and Harrison Dubon. Phillies gave us Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Garcia, Marsh, Baum, Stott, Real Muto, and Crawford. O's gave us Henderson, Ward, Alonso, Basalo. Basalo hit a dong, I think, yesterday. Beavers, get that. Beavers. Tavares, Kauser, Jackson, and Alexander. And then wow, everybody giving us lineups early. Love to see it. Cruz, Lau, Reynolds, O'Hearn, York, Horowitz, Griffin, Magnum, and Davis for the Pirates. D-backs gave us Marte, Carroll, Perdomo, Del Castillo, Fernandez, Vargas, Arenado, Tomas, and Baroza. We get anybody else? The Stros, Altuve, Yardan, Paredes, Walker, Correa, Cam Smith, Trammell, Diaz, and Allen. Okay, and the Mariners already gave us a lineup 2 hours ago, baby. We've got Donovan Raleigh, J-Rod, Naylor, Rosa Reyna, Rayleigh, Crawford, Garver, Young. Blue Jays traded Lennon Sosa. Okay. Shane Bieber on the 60-day DL. Man. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to plug this, by the way, guys. We're doing a thing on Splash Sports. We're doing a thing on Splash Sports today, if you have access to it. First day, we're doing an MLB Hit Survivor. I think you have to pick 2 guys on the first day, and then it's 1 guy. There's only 33 entrants in that, but I entered 2 of them. Let's see. Do we have to pick 2? Oh my God, this is too blown up. All right, so we need guys that get hits today. Maybe we like Cruz. We like Cruz in that environment, right? So why don't we get Cruz in there? Yeah, we got to pick 2. So we need to get 2 right and an alternate. How about Corbin Carroll? Both from some early games, and then we pick an alternate. We'll throw Randy Arozarena in there for that alternate. But yeah, if you guys want to join over at Splash Sports, it's going to be pretty fun. Little Survivor contest. That's fun. Okay, you said if you have any baseball cards that have, take them off your hands for the giveaway for Friday's Basketball Live Before Lock. Oh yeah, I still need to give you a giveaway. I can do that if you want. Let me pull up your. Give me 1 second. I gotta get Ricky Ricardo squared away too. Where's your? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll send you something right now. You want a little baseball card if you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's get you hooked up here. Got to make sure it's a card that's not in my lineup right now. And it won't be a Red Sox just because I'm trying to collect them all. I hope that's okay with you. Okay, let's go. Let's get you a card. How about Michael Bush? Little Cubby? Michael Bush, coming your way. Coming your way. That's done. Well, it's about to be done, and then I'm going to do Ricky Ricardo right now so that he's squared away. And then, okay, there we go. Here we go. We got Ricky Ricardo's info. Let's do that. Let's see what Ricky's getting. Oops. There we go. Let's try that again. Oh, my gosh. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. We got Ricky Ricardo. Let me just double check that. That's his account. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. I was confusing his Top Shot account. Sorry, Ricky. All right, let's get Ricky something. He's been waiting for a while too, so let's give him a good one. Let's do in season only. All right, let's do. I have two. How about a little Sal Stewart? Sal Stewart. That's a pretty good floor price on Sal. Sal Stewart, Red Legend, and I have two of them, so that also helps. Sal Stewart on his way. So Bush and Stewart. I bet you do. I bet you do. Anyways, gang, I think that's going to do it for today. Borland will be back later in the week once his technology stops beating him up. Make sure you get your lineups in. We got like another 15 minutes or so. And then we'll be good to go. Do I still owe you a Mitrich? What's your name, Consigliere, in on So Rare? Do I still owe you something? If I do, I will send you something right now. Maybe I'll send you a Colson Montgomery. Who knows? I can't remember. Like, honestly, you guys could just lie to me now and you could get cards from me. I really forget if I still owe you something. So please tell me. Please tell me. We'll get back to the giveaways for our next show. I've been behind. Again, the schedule throws me off a little bit doing this in the daytime. You know, I need it to be like 5 o'clock. I need to have cracked a beverage, you know? It's too early to be cracking bevies. All right, Consigliere, you're waiting too long to say something. There you go. GM Shorty stuff. All right. Do I really owe you something? If I do, I'll do it right now. Don't be lying, though. GM Shorty stuff. Let's see. All right, GM Shorty stuff. You've got somebody Hutchinson sealed. You sealing cards over there? All right, let's give you an in-season. Let's see. How about you know what? Whatever. Here you go. I'll let you see it when you find it. There you go. Sent the trade. Accept that. Let's see. Magnum already accepted his. You love to see it. No, it's too late, bro. You got it now. You got it. All right, gang. We'll call it there. Get your lineups in. Get your missions in. We'll see you guys a little later in the week. I think we'll have a basketball show tomorrow. Right? Did Sorare NBA they posted the contest, right? I saw they had that Max Sugar thing. God, it's so dumb sometimes. When is it their next lock? 1 day and 3 hours. All right, yeah, we'll have something tomorrow. All right, good luck out there. There you go, Borland. Congrats. Borland, good luck with the computer. And then keep the hail away because I need my boy Crochet to play.